Hey everybody, welcome to Obscurities and Miniatures. I'm sitting here waiting for an important phone call that I'm sure is going to happen while I'm trying to film, and in case it doesn't, then at least I'll get this stuff done. I had mentioned a while back that I had some of these Warmachine Mark IV models coming, and I had been really curious to take a look at them, so I am going to share them officially with you guys. We have not one, not two, but three, count them, three different models. I did have my thumb in that picture. So we've got Captain Ekaterina Baranova, a very Khador looking figure. Not a whole lot to show on the package other than that. But I do like the fact that we've at least got a nice little card for keeping painting references. We've got the Prisoner 10/28/22, which I believe was the original release date. I don't think it got met, but it was the original release date for Warmachine Mark IV. And I thought maybe there was a Khador marking or something on there. Nope. She is also going to be a Khador model. No, I take that back. I believe she's a mercenary. Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. Maybe I can't read because it says mercenaries right there. And finally, the first of the Orgoth models that I've had a chance to take a look at. We've got Horus, the Thousand Rafts. And I know that around the time of Adepticon, they had a variant edition of him that looked substantially different. I want to say it was based on some of the old artwork from the early Iron Kingdom RPG stuff, actually. And I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's where it came from. And if you don't see him on the website, on Privateer's website, that is, chances are it's going to be like one of those event-timed exclusive things. So do take a look back if it's something you feel like you might be interested in. Now, I do believe these have gone somewhat to retail, at least to like online gaming stores. I got mine directly through Privateer, so I can't speak to the veracity of that, but it's like I said, you know. Oh, cool. We do have a little blurb about them. And we do have the artists involved. I like seeing that. I think that's always a plus. Art should always be acknowledged and appreciated. So, these are supposed to be 3D printed. Now, I've got high expectations when it comes to 3D printed models. Not due to my own stuff, but mostly due to the Kingdom Death models that I'm constantly messing with. Okay, upon initial viewing, yeah, there's a little bit of a support still in there. We can clip those out, but otherwise, I gotta say, pretty solid. What do you guys think? Certainly better than anything coming off my printer. I gotta say, it's funny. I've just been kind of burnt out on printing. I love printing. I love having new models all the time, waiting for me in the morning like a cup of coffee. But for whatever reason, I've been feeling like, man, I just want to start busting stuff out of a plastic bag and being done with it, you know? See if I can get that face in focus. I guess I'll keep it farther away. I mean, the detail is there. I don't want to hear any bellyaching. Oh, this is such a low-class quality print job. You know what? If you can put better quality prints out than this, more power to you. I'm not. I haven't. I mean, yeah, other than like a little bit of cleanup here and there. And you know what's nice is the things all seem to fit. Which I feel like for the longest time when it comes to privateer stuff, that's a major issue, is having everything actually, you know, attach and fit on to the figure. I will go ahead and get everything all glued, and we'll show those off and clean out those tiny little supports in there. But I mean, like from a distance, you wouldn't even know that's an issue. And amazingly, there are 2 feet, well, almost firmly attached to the ground. At least we've got the base with the rock and skulls there. Sadly, we still have the slotted 40mm base included with the Thousand Wraths, whose name I'm not even going to bother attempting to pronounce again. Our prisoner, again with the background knowledge on the back. Her little blurb. How did I... Okay. Just tearing things apart. I don't think that other bag was labeled. This one is. Interesting. Okay, typical privateer base. And I am hoping beyond hope, and I am pretty correct in that assumption that the arms are supposed to be cast separately. So again, super zoomed in, a little bit of cleanup necessary. This one I feel is a little bit, I mean, I'm not going to fault them. You know, a little bit rougher here with the support removal. A little bit of buildup around the area where they were cleaning it. And I only know this because I'm speaking from experience. Typical, are they the Doombringers? You can see where it was removed. I mean, I can't really fault Privateer for trying this route. At least this way, since they're not selling STL files, they don't have to worry about rampant plagiarism and swiping of assets. That stinks. I'm not cool with that. I will always support the artists rather than the company, but anyway. Not people looking to make a cheap buck off stuff. How do I open this? Why are you not opening? There we go. Okay. Katrina? I think that was her name. I can't just look at it. Obviously. Alright. Oh, there's her sword. Okay. I think it's her sword. Yes, yes it is. I'm trying to see the face there. So again, having done plenty of printing myself, I could see some spots that maybe not the greatest job of cleanup, but it's also not something that I necessarily would have done a whole lot better with. Like trying to get the exhaust pipe holes. That's a challenge. I mean, that's a challenge even for me. Looking at this doesn't make me feel as bad about my own prints. I mean, I'll be honest. I like Privateer stuff, but this is not like on the level of Kingdom Death prints. But then again, it's also not at the price level of Kingdom Death prints. So, you know, take of that what you will. She is well equipped for battle. Got her axe. Golden axe. Her pistol sword. Regular base. So it looks like I got everything accounted for part-wise. That's always nice to see. Don't want to be missing things right up when I open a box. I will get these guys and gals all put together, and let's see if I can find any Privateer stuff that I've painted recently that's handy. I honestly don't even know where I've put most of it. I haven't used it in a while, but I feel like I should have some of the Kador stuff still around. So let's see. I do see my Bloody Barnet Brannigan pit hanging around here. He was like a mainstay for many, many years at the beginning of this. We'll bring him back. Anyway, let's get these all put together, and we will see how they turn out. So sit tight. So our test models are all put together, but it's not like it took that long. But I have to say, in true Privateer fashion, I'm like, I'm going to have to throw some shade here because, you know, The first model I put together, no issues. Actually, she went together quite simple. There were no real problems. I like the sculpt. I think once she is primed and prepped, she will look great. I doubt that I can paint her up to the standards that Mr. Clay Williams here has done. And I know I saw these, I think, on Reddit originally when he posted them. But really nice job on the paint jobs. The sculptor, Eric Zielinski. I don't know. I'm bad with Slavic, Eastern European names. But I like the sculpt. Really do. So she went together. Boop. No problem. Our big Orgoth guy. And I mean, he's big. He is really big. He is impressively imposing. And if that's how all the Orgoths are going to be, truth be told, I'll probably pick some more up. I don't mind the fact that it is a print. I know that is an issue for some people, but I mean, just look at the size. I'll grab a couple other. So I spent my afternoon, as I totally go off on a tangent here, spent my whole freaking afternoon trying to find a lot of my Khador stuff. I could not find them. I have no idea where they went, and they are not something that I would have tossed because I don't ever toss models. At least the painted ones. No, I really don't. I like to just rather give them away to people if I'm going to not use them. But I did not ever give away, sell, trade off any of my painted Khador stuff. So I have no idea where it is. What's his name? Dragovich or whatever. Sergeant Dragovich with his twin hammers. I love that model. One of my favorite models. Wanted to bust him out. Same as my Colden Gracier or whatever they were called. No clue where they are. Absolutely no clue. Really annoying. Okay, but putting them together actually was really simple. Again, really nice bulk. He's got a good heft to him even. His backpack didn't want to cooperate at first for whatever reason, but you can see it is attached now. I wonder where my Fenris is. I should have a Fenris somewhere in all that mess. You know what I had to do? And I remember I had to do a bunch of extra sculpting and pinning everything to get Fenris and his stupid cloak to stay on and his horse to actually attach to the base. And I think I might have got rid of the mounted version, but I feel like I kept the version on foot. So I'm going to have to hunt him down. Hopefully I still have him somewhere. And then we get to Captain Ekaterina Baranova. And oh, what a privateer figure you were. We have this kind of angle underneath the arm there where the left hand attaches. So it's underneath the cape facing downwards and then having to get that arm to slot in did not want to happen. I fought with it and I had flashbacks to pinning a bunch of the Everblight, the Nis guys. I had a bunch of them that just did not want to go together. And then the original Nis Hunters, the ones with the swords and the bows. Oh, God, we had to pin both arms on. Yeah, been there, done that. Painted the whole damn squad of them and got some good use out of them. I really liked them. But, yeah, had some major flashbacks with those figures. So I'm really pleased with these. I like them. I mean, but I'll be honest, I've always really enjoyed a lot of Privateer sculpts. No lies. I mean, I really have. And I appreciate the lightweight feel of these. I was pulling out some of my Retribution stuff, some of the later metals, and they're just hunks of metal. It sucks. I hate it. They're heavy. They're ungainly and unwieldy trying to move them around. I like this. I like what we've got here. I am a bit dismayed, like I said, that I can't just print them myself, but that's the route that Privateer wants to take, then so be it. I do wish, however, that they would offer up, and I mean, since they are 3D printed, it's not like there's excess inventory piling up. I do really wish, and this is my suggestion, and if I ever find a spot on their website to even say it, I mentioned it before to them when I can via social media, but maybe others feel the same. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I would love to be able to get some of the stuff in their various starters in a similar format. Same thing with their Warcaster stuff. The stuff from the third Warcaster Kickstarter campaign they did, really neat looking models, but I only want one, and when they're kind of, paywalled behind 100-something plus starter set, I'm not interested in that. I just want that one model. If they go this route, you know, it's a win-win. I'm more than happy to pay them. I'm more than happy to let them cast it and clean it and not have to have me worry about that. And, you know, I can get a model that I really like. I don't have to worry about, you know, pawning off a bunch of excess stuff. So I really think and I really hope that that's something that Privateer will consider. Going back and offering up, since these are 3D prints, you know, make them in limited batches, have a few available, make it made to order, whatever you want to do. I think there's some really cool sculpts that people, besides myself, would definitely be interested in, but we need a way to get a hold of them. And while we're at it, make some of those old mini crate figures available as well. So I was telling you guys, I feel like this dude is just a massive monster of a figure. Even taller than the Butcher. Now, this is the Riot Quest Butcher, I know. These are Riot Quest models. I think she is too. I don't even remember now. But all of them are just, you know, in awe of our Thousand Wrath Horus. If I'm saying that right. And, you know, grabbing some of the more basic sized guys I've got. Like, maybe you guys want to see these in comparison to, like, a Space Marine? I don't know. Bradigan here being a mini crate metal. So you can see there's a little bit of scale creep going on. But, I mean, for the captain, she's wearing power armor. Not, you know, like, full-on Man of War armor or anything. So I can understand if, you know, she's a little bit bigger. But, like, the prisoner, I don't feel like she's overtly large in comparison. These aren't going to look totally out of place, and I guess if you do like the Iron Kingdoms RPG, these might be cool alternatives for your figures. I just want to see more stuff like this from Privateer. I think they're on the right track with this idea. And like I said, I'm more than happy to support them if they're going to make this stuff available. One of the Scorn Solos I've got laying around. One of the Legends of the Five Rings mini crates that I really would love to see them do something with. Even if it's offering them up as 3D prints, maybe change the weapons up, you know, so that way these are still exclusive, they're unique, they're individual, but why not take these? These are all 3D sculpted. Why not take these and change them up a bit? Give them like a scythe or something. I don't know. I think there would be an audience, and considering they have the sculpt files, why not change things up, right? I don't know. To me, it just seems like easy money. It seems like an avenue they could totally pursue, and I'd love to see that happen. Because, I mean, I remember they were like the big thing for a while, that they were even overtaking GW. I really enjoyed, like, Warmachine Hordes Mark II. Really did. I got absolutely turned off by the local community. Was not pleased with how Mark III was going. But I'm liking what I see from Mark IV so far. Again, figures seem to fit pretty nicely with existing models in the range. I love the Baron. What a fun figure. This guy's totally ending up in like my next game of like Forbidden Psalm or something. And this guy was part of the Infernals, I believe. I think that's what they were called. But I totally painted him up like a Artorias of the Abyss, because I couldn't help myself. So yeah, definitely interesting. Definitely going to be fun models to paint. And I thought I pulled out a Khador Man of War somewhere. I did. There it is. This is the only Khador model I have handy besides the Butcher. And again, you can see here that our Orgoth friend is even towering over a Man of War. So this dude is bad news. I like my Winter Guard here. I thought I did a decent job on it. I painted this years ago. Again, that's the thing. I love the lore behind Privateer's Iron Kingdoms. I love the design. I love the over bulkiness. I love the wow factor of both literally, you know, just the pizzazz and the very World of Warcraft vibe that a lot of these figures carry with them. it's just a lot of fun stuff to be had, and I would absolutely love to continue to see them being successful in that regard. So if that means, switching to 3D prints for the time being, more power to them. So hopefully, believe it or not, we'll probably end up seeing more of these on the channel, and hopefully somehow, besides myself, other voices gather up all that energy and send it Privateer's way and let them know that we totally would be interested. Just make this stuff available to us. So if you're curious about these models or any of the other recent developments in the game, we will have that link down below. Take a look, and hopefully you guys are going to see some stuff that you enjoy too. And I got to say, the turnaround was really quick on shipping as well. Bonk. So with that said, then, this has been High Lord Tamberlane with Obscurities in Miniatures, saying thanks for watching, and we will see you back here soon. Bye-bye.